How far are you willing to go for justice, for freedom, and the chance to live for more? Welcome to HouseMarsTV. Today, I'm sharing my insights on the best book series you're not reading. Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Let me start by saying that I am not really a reader at all. I only ever read in school when I was forced to, but I picked up this book while I was in a 10-day stint with no internet. I had multiple people recommend it to me, so I decided to give it a shot since I had nothing else to do. I devoured the 350-page book in 3 days. It's captivating, adventurous, and easy to read. I recommend this book to pretty much everyone I know, and I even have a tattoo from the series. I have fallen in love with this series, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be convinced to pick it up and give it a try yourself. In 2014, Pierce Brown released the first book in this series called Red Rising, merging the genres of sci-fi, adventure, action, and drama. It truly is an incredible world-building story full of dynamic characters. It's no wonder why the series has received multiple awards and even made the New York Times bestseller list. Over the next 5 years, Brown continued the series, releasing 4 more books with 2 more on the way. Series like these always amass a huge cult-like following, and this one is no exception, toting readers who are obsessed with every detail or Easter egg that they can find. The story itself is set in the distant future. Humanity has colonized the entire solar system. They began with the moon, called Luna, and then those established on the moon conquered humanity on Earth. Through genetic manipulation, they changed humanity as they colonized the planets and redefined the structure of civilization into segregated groups defined by a color system. Each color serves a purpose. Reds do hard labor, while greens are technology experts. Yellows are doctors, oranges engineers, obsidians are warriors, and at the top are golds. Unsurprisingly, the rulers are the pinnacle of humanity and are referred to as beautiful, strong, cunning, and cold. 14 in all, the colors create a caste system that holds up humanity and makes up society. But their well-crafted culture is festering. "700 years after Luna conquered Earth, we find out the protagonist, Darrow, is on Mars, laboring in mines just like his ancestors. They mine for helium-3, the energy source of the society. The work is grueling and dangerous, and Darrow's job is the riskiest. He's the helldiver of his clan, Lambda. Darrow's tenacity and desire to have the highest quota push him to take risks because he believes that they can win, even though the only people who ever win belong to the clan Gamma. Along the way, Darrow suffers a cruel punishment from the ruler of Mars, Arch-Governor Nero Augustus. This sets the wheels in motion for Darrow to seek justice for himself and to free his people from their oppressive living conditions. To do this, Darrow does everything he can to achieve his goal. Darrow uses his intelligence, athleticism, and slang smarts to get an edge over the society. He ultimately participates in a competition that tests his strength, leadership, decision-making, and personal beliefs. Along the way, Darrow makes mistakes, but he learns, comes back stronger, and makes unheard-of choices to surpass his peers, thanks to the friends that he made along the way. Drama sets in when Darrow loses those closest to him, sometimes due to his own decisions, creating intense inner turmoil while forging him into the man that he needs to be. But this incredible story is nothing without the imaginative world that Pierce Brown built for readers to fall into. Talk about world building. Pierce Brown creates a fascinating, not-so-civilized world for Red Rising. The history is elaborate and rich, showing the influence of cultures throughout our own real-world history. The planets have unique cultures and traits that distinguish them from others. Each planet is known for its own remarkable features. Mars with helium, the moons of Jupiter with shipyards, and so on. The leading gold families, some of which date back to the conquering, are especially unique. Brown does an incredible job of detailing these families' alliances, rivalries, and complicated pasts as the series develops. It's easy to see how Brown was influenced by the ancient cultures of the Greeks, Romans, Egyptians, Japanese, Africans, and more. Mixing New Age technology and ancient cultures creates an exciting world with unique solutions to age-old problems. But what's a great book without compelling characters? The series scores here too. Each character is unique. Some characters are likable and quickly become fan favorites, while others become easy and even enjoyable to dislike. One favorite, Severo, is an unruly and rude character whose incredible abilities, loyalty, and quotable chirps make him one of the most liked in the series. Brown brings these characters together flawlessly, tightening their friendships and creating tense but necessary alliances with those outside the main group. Even some of the enemies in the series turn out to be likable and well-rounded. They are not simply evil for the sake of providing an obstacle for the protagonist. There was real thought and intention in each character, and it shows. The character development throughout the series makes their triumphs and failures feel personal, and of course, Brown's writing makes it feel like you're right there with them. And even after the first book, the excitement doesn't stop. Brown delivers again and again as the series progresses. The excitement, adventure, and addiction don't stop with the first book. As the series continues, so does the struggle to change the society. Plot twists and tragedy mixed with action and adventure. The books become more intense, the stakes rise, and the stage becomes interplanetary. A few of the later books take on a darker, more violent tone, but there are still plenty of wholesome and hopeful moments. Brown's theme building is strong, and he does an excellent job of creating commentary on forms of government and multiple moral dilemmas. His work adds depth to allies and enemies, and may even make you question who the good guys are at a certain point. In my opinion, the later books are just as good, if not better, than the first. You'll learn more about the universe's planets, families, and the complexities of society as the story continues to grow. This series is also available through incredibly narrated audiobooks. Even though I recommend reading the books because it's easier to keep up with the story and avoid confusion, audiobooks are a great supplement. Also, if you have Kindle and buy the audiobooks on Kindle, you can read and listen at the same time, which is what I did for the 4th and 5th books. It truly enhances the experience of this amazing series. So I ask again, how much would you do to change your life? How far would you go to change the world? To change humanity as we know it? In Red Rising, Darrow finds these answers and the sacrifices they require, and that's what scares him the most. Read this book if you love science fiction, action, moral dilemmas, character development, and plot twists you won't see coming. You don't have to commit to the series. Just read the first book. I doubt you'll be able to put it down. Massive shoutouts to Vivito and Samuel for this video's incredible 4K high-quality images. Check out their content if you like Red Rising, space, or awesome high-res art. The links to their YouTube, Instagram, and Artstation are on screen and below. If you like this video or are a fan of Red Rising, please drop a like, subscribe, and comment below on what types of videos you want to see more of. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time on HouseMarsTV.